Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Divine Feminine, ha ha! You patterned up. What's that you fixed up? You got great. And now they are getting back what they did to you. And they don't like it. They are shocked, pressed, pumped, and perturbed, and looking for a guide. Yes, baby, a helpmate to guide them out of their what? Mire of skullduggerous moves. Well, you can't help them, darling dear. You're too busy being the CEO of minding your own business. In matter of fact, you might be hiring, or you can direct them to the website of what? Love and Light, darling dear. 2 of these and 1 of those. Yes, baby. Are you feeling bouncy today, Divine Feminine? Did you sleep like an angel? Did you? Did you kick your way out of the duvet like a 6-month-old? Being grateful for another day to get great as your Big Cat Chronicles continues. Talking about Big Cat Chronicles, darling dears, I received an email from a Divine Feminine that's been rocking with me for a time. I'm just going to read you a snippet. I'm not going to tell you it is. Their initials is A and D, right? She says here, bullet pointed. It says, first of all, greetings, Empress. Thank you so much for your channel. I cannot thank you enough. Bullet pointed for brevity. As you know, I know you're a busy cat. Moved into my new place, she said. Shocked them all. Moved in stealth, silence. My ex, she says, now realizes what I contributed and has a new appreciation. Too late. The house they was living in, it got sold, blood, yes, and no one gets it. Ha ha, love it. Right? What else did she do? Today she applied for a new job. Yes. Right? Using her North Node, which is in Aries. Yes. And what else did she say? I am now a safe cat in my own turf. Right? Adjusting to apartment living. It's an adjustment, but it's mine. Yeah. And what else did she say? Thank you again for your channel and helping me cinch my waist. Nothing like a waist trainer to watch straighten your Spain, darling dear, and suck it in, Scotty, so that you realize how you need to go in the health regions, darling dear. A waist trainer will sort it out. Listen, I told you, you saw when the demon came to my door. I had on my waist trainer, just finished breaking out his 15,000 steps, and I wasn't having it. I wasn't. Anyhow, like I said, when I saw this email this morning, it brought a tear to my eye. I was like, hurrah, your chronicles shall continue. That's why I tell you, Big Cat, listen to me. My message is not for everybody's ears. Some people will think I'm crack on crazy. Well, you know what? Love and light. Move along. There's more channels on YouTube. But what I'm saying is that the intel that I give you, you can research it yourself. It's for the best part of your life, darling dear. The life they try to take from you, try to stifle away and make you feel like a thumber, an otherworthian. You was the light, the power grid. That's why they put their sucker pads on you. But guess what? Spirit came back with what? A hitch slap. And you did a full-on plot twist. Do it every day, darling dears. Don't take them back. No, let them watch from the nosebleed suction. Right, let me get my music back on. My Japanese trap music. Right. Big Cat, we've got a number of things to discuss today. This is so outrageous, right? It said I had to upgrade, right, the iPhone, the iPad, and the MacBook. Now that I've done it, one mouse will rule everything. I thought, what's going on here? They fixed it up in such a way that it's confused even I. So if I go too far this way, it's going to mess up the iPad. If I come back this way, I'm back on the Mac. And if I go to right over here, I'm effing with my phone. What's going on? Mercury retrograde has me. It has me, darling dears. But not for long. Let's dive in and see what the planetary energies are today, darling dears. As we kick our way, divine feminine, to our infinite possibilities. Well, guess what? You thought it was going to be an easy day. Well, it isn't. The moon has decided to take on 3 tasks today, darling dear. 3. The first one is a full lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, which is a very powerful energy. However, it's not good to start anything new. Use this energy. Sagittarius, I told you, is the only zodiac sign that is weaponized blood. Use this energy, right, to tie up loose ends. Finish off your important projects. Get those applications out. That business loan. I know it's Mercury retrograde, but you can still put together your business plan. And if you need help, go onto Fiverr, Fiverr. You can get skills you used for anything you want done for you for sometimes as much as a favor. Yes, baby. And they're working really great. Love it. I found my accountant on Fiverr, right? What was I saying? I slipped just a... Yes, the second skullduggerous thing the moon is doing today. It's going to be what? Aspect in Aries, darling dear. In Pluto. Causing you to pay attention to what's going on around you, divine feminine. Because you know there's been drama because of Mercury retrograde. But the Mercury retrograde is kind of helping you. Why? It's allowing you to have a psychic breakthrough. Because you're seeing things you haven't noticed before. Even when the ruminating thoughts, the skullduggerous ones that wants to camp out in your cranium, when it comes up, darling dear, your mind is counteracting the fucking ease, blood. You're seeing things for what they truly were. It was never real. This is why you had to minus the big cat. Pay attention to the information that comes to you in your dreams, or what is revealed to you during the hours of the morning, darling dear. Why? Because you have to journal it down. It could what? Be relevant in your future life as you continue your North Node path. The best way to monitor this energy, as I said, keep the journaling done, right? Write shit down. If you've got a phone, you can make a quick note, right? The third thing the moon does after it mix up everything today, right, is going void, of course, where it's not going to aspect anyone. It's going to clap its hands and wash its hands of all of us. So you are left with all of the emotionals, all of the breakthroughs to sort out for yourself. So therefore, do what the moon's doing. Relax, mate. Take your time. If the moon ain't working, you ain't working either. Not at wickedness. You're slowly what? Making your plans within plans, darling dear. In silencio. Right. Let's press on, darling dears. They try to fit you into a tight fit, and they're not loving the fit that they're getting. Because Big Cat, know this, divine feminine. What you went through, they are going through now. They're going through it. Trust me. Your eyes may not have seen, and your ears may not have heard. But as you got great, divine feminine, as you got great, it affected them. It hit them differently, right in that quiet black hole they call a heart. Yes, Bing, darling dears, things ain't quite the same. What they wanted for you, what they did to you, they're going through it, darling dears. They're going through it. And talking about you, yes, baby. If you told them your secrets, listen, they are merchants of slander, trafficking in bull swanky. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're going through your everything, trying to piece over what exactly in your past caused you to what? Be fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Why you what? Pea glitter, shit cupcakes, and fart rainbows. All of this and that. Yes, baby. They're talking about it. Your name is like chewing gum in their mouth. Well, guess what? Use the energy of the void, of course, moon, and just relax. Relax. You've got that certain je ne sais quoi. Your pep in your step, darling dear. It's for the gods. For the gods! Posh clap. You had to look up to see that they had you at the bottom of the pot, looking at their crack, darling dear, as they busted it wide. A listening ear. You realize divine feminine is attached to a running mouth. They've got diarrhea of the what? The mouth and tongue chakras, blood. You now, divine feminine, interview all that come around you. You want to know who sent you? Who sent you? And what is your purpose? Because time and energy, you've got none to waste. Your realness, divine feminine, your realness is rare. Because what? Bull swanky is everywhere. Your words carry spiritual weight. When they was doing this and that, pulling you about like taffy, diseasing you, putting their hands on you, lying on you, telling your deepest, most intimate secrets, taking your Skrilla.com and giving to another, driving your car to their side pieces. They didn't know who was caping for you in the spiritual world. Now they're saying that you put something on them. You didn't put nothing on them. You what? Put it on yourself, darling dear, and added tax. They forced you to what? Make your heart cold to them. They can't understand why they can't give you that hey big head text or come and tap you on your shoulder in a crowd and expect you to give them anything other than your what? Hooded eyes and your back. Your back. Your back. As you continue to do the what? The slow, quick, slow, with the back, divine feminine, in silence as you work on your multiple streams of income. I told you, you will find your what? Your superpowers to get to the bag in your 2nd, your 6th, and your 10th house. But don't go there until you've seen your Chiron and healed thyself. Learned your Lilith, darling dear. North Node is where we are, darling dear, and we're not coming out of it. We will put up a fight. Right. Yes, as I was saying, realness is rare. Your soul contract, darling dear, your purpose as light worker star seed, divine feminine, is to bring harmony. You thought it was to build someone else's life, be captain, save a harlot, take abuse from family members. You thought it was this and that. No, babe. It's to bring harmony. You, darling dear, have a multitude of thoughts and experiences you must share. You have to share them. The Bible says one must commune to another, right? This is the sharing of the intel. This is how you bring your light. Because as you share your intel, it belies the person they see before them. They can't believe it. That happened to you. And they realize that when you're dealing with narcs, darling dear, don't tell anyone. When you're dealing with them, darling dear, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. As I was saying before I interrupted myself, your job, darling dear, is to what? Stay non-reactive in the face of these bottom feeders as they send out what? A lifeline for you to pick up, darling dear. Pick it up, not big cat. Remember the load. Remember the times when you did nothing but look into space. Remember the ugly cry you did. I did an ugly cry. Yes, I did. I'm not lying. In May of 2019, I think it was the 26th of May. Like that. I cried like that. And I was sitting next to the mirror in my bedroom. The wardrobe doors have got mirrors on it. And I turned my head and caught myself in the mirror. And you know what I did? I smacked myself across the face. And I said, this bitches will never get a tear from me again. The only tears that I will cry is what? In getting great, darling dear. When I come on something that I've been drawn to and I've got no understanding, that is the tear I cry before I smack myself across the face again and say, Big Cat, you can. Because the universe says yes. When you stand in your noof, no divine feminine, your life purpose, you are a supernatural cat. 5D mind, 3D body. But like this. Pattern up, Big Cat. Pattern up. This is what the young'uns are saying in the UK. They pattern up. You pattern up. And you've decided you like the cut-off pattern you've made for yourself. It's a wonder to behold, Big Cat. Never you forget you are worthy. And anyone that is blessed enough to be in your company, they are too uplifted by your light. So when you said, how now, brown cow, I'm not having this blood, and stepped away, they were still on the high of your energy until you took it back as you cut the cord. Continue to cut the cord, darling dear. After you've cut the cord, you will still get the ruminating thoughts, right, flying up into your mind. But you've learned how to look at it in the third party. Look at it as the lesson and what you learned in that situation. You learn to allow the betas. They're unscrupulous. And their skullduggery has no end. You learned. And you're doing great. I've got to stop talking now. Well, not like that. You know what I mean, darling dears. Let's call in the energies of wisdom, guidance, and protection, divine feminines, from Father God, Mother Isis, ancestors, angels, way showers, and spiritual guides, as above, so below. From Keitha to Malkuth. Namaste. So be it mote. Energies, divine feminines, up, up, up. As you know, I'm a pointer. You get the usher here. Karmic, I tell your business, blood. I tell it. And sometimes it's like ripping off a band-aid. But if I don't tell you, you'll still live in that mire. And I'm not doing my job. And I don't want the consequences, because the DNS blood, listen, I had to look over my shoulder. The dark night of the soul is no one's wanting. You don't want to be going through it time after time, because every time you deplete your energies. And it's harder to get great again. So learn from the lessons, darling dears, as you continue to rise and raise your frequency. Your soul tribe will catch your cat call. And they will come to you, darling dears. They will come. But they still have to be interviewed. I told you everyone's getting interviewed. Because we ain't getting smoke, blood. Not at this stage of the game. When our flip-flop, the common sense that they wish they had when they was around you, Big Cat, divine feminine. They wish they had that common sense. Now they fumbled and lost you. Oh well. Living on yesteryear. Let's throw the dice and see what number we have. We have a 2. The number of what? The High Priestess, water and moon energy, darling dear. We know the High Priestess sits between the 2 pillars of Boaz and Jashin. Yes, baby. With a whole tree of life at her back as she sits with those sacred scrolls of knowledge, darling dear. Knowledge. You are keeping your secrets to yourself. You understood. Keeping your own counsel stands you in good stead as you continue your hot trot towards your possible intimate. Somebody wants some intimate. Listen. Stop being lustful, darling dear. You will activate the switch from the crevice of the devil's balls, and one will be released onto you. Use that energy, the lustful energy, the sexual energy, to co-create whatever you want. Once you've done that, whom you truly deserve will turn up, darling dear, who truly deserves you. The energy of the two, darling dears. Lean in, darling dears. It's what? It breathes of adventure. A new adventure for you, divine feminine. You're entering an extremely fortuitous and lucky period of your life. You know, standard, that's how it's been going. Standard, yes. This also speaks about what? Unexpected good news and gifts. You're also going to be complimented a lot. They're going to be they, them, and they'll be complimenting you, darling dear. Wanna come your way. This also speaks about a possible win of money, but it definitely speaks of a travel, darling dear. If it's mental travel, good for you. If it's physical travel, travel alone. Listen, you don't know someone until you what? Live with them or go on holiday with them. Listen. It also speaks about what? Some of you are what? Taking the time to broaden your horizons. You're taking on new knowledge, darling dear. You're reading more. You're being guided to new topics that never crossed your tableau. And when they did previously, when you was going through what? The wickedness, right? In those wicked environments. It crossed your mind, but you couldn't understand it. But now when you look at it, it's like, whoa, whoa, really? And you dive even deeper. You realize that you're what? An electromagnetic being. You get the electro from the sun and the magnetic from the earth. You learn how to ground yourself, darling. You put your feet in them grasses. Hug the trees, go out in nature. This is how you revitalize yourself. I love the ocean, darling dears. I could sit and stare at it for hours, and maybe even dipping up to my knee. I made sure that all three of my progenies know how to save a big cat. They circle me like sharks when I get in the water. They're supposed to. Good God, I came with the wallet. And as what? A Capricorn mid-heaven, darling dear, you know any journey I plan, it's down to the letter. If I'm going on holiday, I could almost perform surgery. Everything is in my carry-on. Are you mad? This also breathes into your organization and focus, darling dear. It is so on point. The energy of what? The High Priestess. Let's get your rune, darling dears, because I'm being a chatty cat today. My Fitbit crew tried to take me over yesterday. When I looked at it, I was like, what? I dropped a quick 21,000 steps on them and said, oh, that blood, hold it. They give me energy, darling dear, and as you are getting energy, I told you it's a lucky period for you. You have Jera. This is what? The Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fate, Destiny, and Good Luck. It's your turn to be on top of it, darling dear. You better ride that bish until it's a flat tire. Jera, represented by the letter J, the numbers 40, 41, 42, and 43. It speaks about what? Peace as well as happiness, darling dear. And you have hope. Hope of a better future. I didn't say hopium. That's what the bottom feeder wanted you to drink as you stared at their crackers. They busted it wide, but I digress. Let me go back into what I was saying. It's about the timing of it all, darling dears. The timing. Nothing like time. My mother always said time is longer than a piece of rope. By the time you sit and think about that, so much time has gone by. I know. It speaks about what? Somebody's going to be experiencing the spontaneous sex. Good luck with that, dear. Especially if it's with a complete stranger. Good luck with that. Because I've already said what I said. Pay your knees, blood. Do it in a kind of a Seven of Pentacles way. Waiting for the right person. Divinely guided, I might add. Pinkies up. Karma, darling dears. Karma, good karma for your evolution. It also breathes us what? The new beginning that you've created for yourself, divine feminine. A new beginning. Oh, we've got Perthro in the reverse, darling dears. This is the High Priestess as well. Good God. As you see on the up and up, you've got a jealous spellcaster at your back, darling dear. Represented by the letter P for a P hole, right? A procrastinator, right? And a prackler or prackalisha. the numbers 8, 9, 10, and 11. This is someone who is a professional mistress. Yes, love to bandy it around. Their footum in the air, tree sloth for sure. They've got addictions and they're addicted to you, darling dear. This also speaks about spell work, whether malicious, words, because words are spells, darling dears. A jealous intent, darling dear. Not enjoying their professional mistress status. Oh well, that's their business, blood. I just give them messages. It speaks about what? Someone's involved with someone who is a secretive partner. Oh, really? Their partner's secretive? Hey, simpleton. Serves them right. This is somebody directing negative energy. It's feminine energy for sure, darling dears. This is feminine energy. Right, Nick? I don't believe you've met this person in person. They know of you and you know of them. But whomsoever they're dealing with, they're keeping secrets on them. And they believe the secret is you, divine feminine. Someone thinks that you're a tree sloth and that you're cheating with someone that you gave the village back the idiot. They think you're cheating with them. Good God, they're lying on you to themselves. Wow, leave them to it, darling. They have nothing to do with you. Too busy getting great. What they should be spying on the fact is that you're Proverbs 12:24. Divine feminine. You're a hustler, baby. Didn't they get the memo? Because you ain't telling them shit except love and light. A jealous feminine energy. I don't like it because I can see them. Right, it fell down and I can see that one and I don't want to know what it is. Right, I can't see anything. Yes, Jesus! Lord have merciful Jesus. Stop it. Right, let me choose. Ooh, because of the time and the energies you've invested in yourself. And it could also speak about what? An ex-person in your life. They're thinking of what you invested in them, darling dear. It doesn't quite compare. They're singing that song, Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor, no less. Oh, well, that's their business, blood. Let them sing it in the nosebleed section because you care nothing and care not. You put them down long ago, before donkey killed Philope, I hear, in some cases. Some of them are looking at your spiritual investment. Whomsoever this professional mistress is, right? They're looking at your spiritual development. They're trying to what? Get their echopraxicon. All of a sudden, they're burning sage. Listen. But when they burn the sage, they're nervous like a hell. In church, darling, they're sweating, right? They're seeing things out the corner of their eye. Yeah, baby. All it is doing is lighting up the spiritual attachments they've created because they definitely try to tie someone in a situation where they've created a secretive partner. Yes, this is not divine feminine. What you invested in. Let's get the Witch's Oracle deck and see what's really going on. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. You saw the elastic band break, darling dear. Whatever they try to direct at you, they're living with it. I told you. People are now experiencing what they put you through. Don't like it. Don't like it. What's this? Getting readings on you. Yes, baby. Trying to find out what's going on with you, darling dear. Trying to see exactly how they can get their echopraxic on, darling dear. Can you not see the watchtower of the south? This is the DNS, darling dear. They're going through it. And the sword, the ace of swords, that's nice and bright because some kind of truth has been delivered unto them. Yeah. And it also speaks about what? Getting a spiritual kick in the nutsacks for spying on the divine feminine who's minding their own business. They're getting tarot card readings on you, trying to find guidance as to how you're getting great. Base of the deck. They want to know about awakening, darling dear. What awakened you? How comes you're having this new beginning? Can you not see the dull yellow for the what? The envy and the jealousy, darling dear. They are legion. They are missing. Not literally, because you haven't done that, because you can't go to prison with the prisoners. Too busy getting great as a powerful, resourceful manifester. You understood divine feminine. If the right hand offends you, you cut it off. And this is you and your energy. Some of you will be going into union, darling dear. Some of you was in union with this person. This person who what? Kept you as a thumber. They've even got readings on you. So everybody's getting readings on you, divine feminine. Somebody took a leap of faith towards a situation. Now they're trying to get guidance on how to get you to reinvest in them. After they went with the professional mistress, they would love a divine feminine to come behind that. Good God only knows what kind of algae they have in their fur. Good God. Outrageous. The energy of the three. Is this candle looking like you want to bun down my everything? Base of the deck. And the altar in your name, darling dear. This is why I tell you, darling dears, clean your mirrors, keep your house so that good energy can flow through. Don't have all messes in corners. Things that need to be chucked out, throw them away. They have an altar in your name, darling dear. And they didn't realize whom is caking for you in the spiritual world. And your words have spiritual weight. This is what they spend their time doing. Instead of putting their energies into co-creating for themselves, getting over all of the karma that they've created for themselves and their progenies, right? They're trying to what? Bring a big cat down. And they're dedicated, darling dear. Dedicated. I need to bring in one of my divine doors on this before we press on. Straight out. It says, begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now. Keep going, darling dears. Don't stop. I think I need to double it down, right? With a Making Magic Oracle card. We need a sigil for this, right? Look at this one. Look what fell out. I'm gonna have to take what fell out. It's your message. Self-confidence. Self-confidence is attractive to everyone, darling dear. As you what? Put on your waist train and learn to sit up straight with your shoulders back, your chin up. This is how I tell you always, darling dears. Divine feminine, any room you enter, enter it as though God called you. And read the energy of the room. Your spiritual gifts are increasing on a daily basis. Didn't even get a chance to shuffle. This is your message. Begin here and continue with the self-confidence, darling dear, because no weapon that is being formed or was formed against you prospered. Everything they set up for you, darling dear, has set you on a path to win. This is happiness. This is growth, darling dear. Abundance. Celebrations and parties, darling. Somebody's going to be celebrating something that they've launched. Right, let's get a deck and see what else is going on with these waste men and waste girls. Not waste, waste, as in rubbish, as in basura. Waste man, waste girl. Oh, this don't look good. What did I say? This ain't fabulous. The Hierophant on its face, darling dear. The Empress on her face. Who's this? Hyacinth bucket blood. It's not bouquet. And it's a jealous feminine energy. A mother, a sister, a cousin. Someone who you had to wash your face like David with. This person realized that you've emotionally moved on. And they can't touch you. But this person hasn't emotionally moved on. They're too jealous to move on, darling dears. This also speaks about the breaking of a marriage contract, darling dear. If you are the Empress that broke that contract, mate, they're sorry. They're in regret at hockey sticks at dawn, wishing upon a star blood, spying on you with tarot, right? And their partners dedicating altars in your name. This is a narcissistic mother who never taught her children anything. Controlled them with the passive aggressive, darling dear. In some cases, they use their religion, right, in a reverse way to what condemn their own progeny and everyone else around them. This is the mother that never spoke up on your behalf, the one who you had to cry into your fist with. Why? Because you couldn't understand why they didn't love you like the others. Why? You was picked out to be the black sheep, the one that took the brunt of all of their wickedness. Wow. Base of the deck. They didn't want it to end, darling dear. They wanted you to live in this skullduggerous mode for air. For air. Imagine that. This and that is what they wanted. Let's give it a good shufti. We need the past energy that Divine Feminine had to circumvent to get away. Chew off your proverbial foot. You took a leap of faith, darling dear. A new beginning. And invested in yourself. And this also speaks about you not being anyone's fool. You're waiting on the right partner, friendship, friends group, and whatever to come. You're not putting it out there, begging for anyone's company or energies. This is about your loyalty, darling dear, and the effort you're making in your new beginning. Reaping what you sow, darling dear, the fruits of your labor. Putting your back into it, darling dear. Push, clap. Why am I so far from the table? I'm leaning over. Can't hunch though, because I've got the waist trainer on. I told you, it makes you sit up straight. I wasn't joking. Right? This speaks about what? This new beginning you co-created for yourself, darling dear. With confidence, your self-confidence, because you had to believe in yourself. It says what? Strong self-belief and a sense of worth. Waiting on the right partner, and the Fool also speaks about a partner coming towards you. A new lover for some. Some it could be what? A business partner. A new investment is about to be made around you. Or you're about to make it. You decided to what? Believe in yourself and leave situations. Situations that no longer serve you. You cut the cords. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. Feminine energy. This is you celebrating yourself, Divine Feminine. Moving away from friendship groups, right? In order to find your 10th cup. Your emotional fulfillment. This also speaks about you I'm telling you, somebody's about to have some kind of a celebratory party because you're about to get a major return on your investments. I told you good luck is afoot. The Three of Pentacles. Good investments and teamwork. You're making everything look easy, darling dears. This is why they're big mad and they can't understand it. Law 9 of the 48 laws of power. You're winning through your actions. Divine Feminine, you are looking so good in them streets. You've turned into a king blood. Yes. King of Pentacles. This goes to 4 of Pentacles. About what? A new home. This is about your mental health returning. This is about entrepreneurship. Taking that gamble on yourself. Finding emotional fulfillment. Because you took this leap of faith in the past, darling dears. This leap of faith. This also speaks about this is time for you to what? Celebrate what you've accomplished so far. Sometimes you're not celebrating yourself. What you did wasn't easy. You had to undo mental paradigms that was what planted in your cranium to ensure that you failed at every turn. Clarify this leap of faith. Thank you. Queen of Cups, darling dear. Your loyalty, you took your loyalty on the road, I told you. The Queen of Cups is somebody who is calm, nurturing, highly intuitive. She's got a lid on her cup because you packed it in, darling dear. Past energy, you left it behind. This is about being intuitively guided to what? Cut the emotional cord. That soul tie. Now they're looking at your loyalty, darling dear. wanting you to what? Be captain, save a harlot. This also speaks about you being a good parent. You're not raising any dummy bats, darling dear. You're investing the true energy and time as well as knowledge into your progeny. Because you will be damned, divine feminine, if your progeny lived the life you did. Wasted that time on bottom feeders who were sent to break them. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles, please. It's a lot of cards. This is the bad news boy or girl, darling dear. This also speaks about the bad luck. We've got, wow, you could have as much as 2 progeny in a situation, but you've got 2 main protagonists. Yes, ops that are spying on you, darling dear, right? They are focused on you. They can't think about anything but you. What are you investing in? How comes you're looking good? How comes what? You're minding your own business, and why you're not working with them, and why what they paid what to bring you down. I told you spellcastation has been sorted out in your name. Altars and candles have been burned in your name, darling dear. They're not understanding why they didn't get any return on what they invested to take you down. Yet their whole life is in tatters around them. They're amongst the codependent that are what? That will break at the first sign of needing any help. Good golly and gosh. The two pages, right? It speaks about tongue wrestling, a lot of arguments, darling dears, gaslighting, and somebody is not loving the fact that they can't get you. They can't get you by their actions, by their words. In some cases, somebody's holding money back, darling dear, from you. They tried all of this and that. Well, guess what? You made your own money, right? You've got your own things, and they're looking like what? Alfalfa from the hood, right about now, with what they tried to do to you, divine feminine. Give me something else on the Six of Pentacles, because they're aghast. They can't believe it. Their eyes are open as their mouth is shut. Well, not when it's talking about you, and they're not. Somebody needs to send them, right? Proverbs 18:6. A fool's mouth will always invite a beating, and it doesn't have to be from you, divine feminine, because whom capes for you in the spiritual world will drag their ass, especially when you're living in your North Node. What's this on your 10th cup? Because you transformed a new beginning as one ending came around, a new one began. Scorpio energy, deaf to what was. The person you was before, divine feminine, you will never be that person again. But you're saying, but I wanted to be, though you don't want to, you know, red flag, you don't want to be the old you. The old you got you at hockey sticks at dawn, and in other words, you are going to be the new improved bionic cat, the prototype of your lineage. This is about you taking the lessons of old, darling dear, and allowing yourself to co-create a new life path for yourself. Being somewhat of a rebel, you rebelled against what they was doing, what they said. In some cases, it was an extremely painful breakup. But that breakup, that divorce, gave you a new beginning, emotional fulfillment, and true teamwork. Some of you changed and became an entrepreneur, your own boss. Pride is what you must have in what you've achieved, divine feminine. Manifestation mode. Badass alchemist ways. Listen. Why does the card, it keeps coming out in 4. The energy of the 4, darling dears. Stability, structure, and manifestation mode. That's what a 4 means, right? And it's also what? Mars and Aries energy. The Emperor, a reverse Emperor, darling dears. Because it keeps jumping into my hand in 4s. You've got to pay attention, right? Someone who you have no partnership with. You've got nothing with this person or people. No emotion to offer the public. The Gemini energy on its face, darling dears. You've got they're making wrong choices. Usually must be physical connections, darling dears. This person is mentally what? Trying to bring you down. They're still trying to get some form of information, but they can't come back because you're not allowing the past actions and words against you to bother you, darling dear. You've got nothing to offer them, right? The codependent who's lost control of you, darling dear. They don't know how to sneak back in. They don't know what to say. What can they say? This speaks about no healing, darling dear. They didn't go off and heal themselves. No, they got involved with a professional mistress who's a spellcaster. Yes. Star card on its face. Aquarius energy. Low vibing, darling dear. And it also speaks about what? Health issues. We see codependence, but it also speaks about a community and naked bodies. This is the STD of the body, darling dears. A full-on what? Fight in their pantaloons. Something that's not going to wash off, darling dear. They're possibly going to have to sneak to the STD clinic to get a big injection for that, if it can be cured. Because we also see the death card here, darling dear. I'm still trying to get one on the what? Seven of Pentacles, I was about to say. Judgment, darling dear. As you wait on the right people or person to come into your life, you have become an agent of karma, divine feminine. This is an ex that would love to be Mac the Knife and come back for what they didn't take off your hairline the last time. Yeah. This speaks about deep regret, darling dear. But this is also what? Being what? Congratulated. Salutations, darling dear. Why? For your improvements. For working on you. Focusing on you. Getting to whatever the bag means to you. Making good investments. The judgment is about liberating yourself, darling dear. And it also speaks about on what? Reaping what you sowed, right? A great return and an opportunity is about to be afforded to you. A life-changing opportunity because you took the time to transform you. When you broke away from the skullduggerous and became obstreperous, why? Because they gave you misophonia, darling dears. You couldn't what bear to see them blinking and breathing, right? And then you got what? Piss and phobia, where you did your boosie badass. You thought, I can't trust no one around me. Listen, when you uncover the most toxic person in your life, you look at everybody else and you realize everyone's got to go, black. Pack what you need in your trash bag because you're basura. You drop them off at the side of the road. And this is an ex, darling dear. Counting your pentacles, your healthy environment, right? How you spend. They're counting it from the nosebleed section. They would love to return. Because of your loyalty, darling dear. And because they think you're stupid. They want to see if you're still stupid. If they can fit in where they can get in. Clarify the King of Pentacles. Happiness expert. The happiest card in tarot, darling dears. This is about you. You see the brick wall? It means you're not allowing what? The past to block your blessings. You're using them as lessons. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Ha ha. Pinky's up. Yeah. This also speaks about the blessing of a child. If you have a new partner coming towards you, this is somebody who is a boss, like yourself, divine feminine, whatever you bossed up to be. But this is somebody who is a leader as well, someone who is not going to be conceited. This is somebody that comes in with the marriage card. This is a long-term situation. It also speaks about a sponsorship or a benefactor. Somebody's coming through, darling dear. Someone who's going to offer you teamwork. Because they see what you're doing, darling dear, and they like your flow. And they want to what? Help you get great. Base of the deck. Bad news for some, darling dear. This new beginning you've made. Because you're the Empress. The Empress embodies all of the queens. You're the Queen of Cups. You're emotional as well as highly intuitive and loyal. The Queen of Swords is not having it blood. You have the wisdom of your experiences, the spiritual downloads, and the what? The intellect to act, knowing when to act and when to fall back. You have the Queen of Wands. Your fiery passion. You're looking sexy in them streets. You plan, you plot, and you strategize, and you actively move towards your goals. You are showing up as a natural born leader. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles reminds me of what? Nefertari, darling dear, wife of Ramesses II. His name was God. They called him God. And on her epitaph, it's what? You are she for whom the sun rises. And I'll have nothing else said. You're worth, darling dear. Someone's about to see what you're worth, darling dear, and they want to add tax. This is a happy card going forward. Bad news for some, darling dear. They didn't want to see you happy. Why does the cards keep doing that? They want to see you happy. The codependent, the wicked, those that bled your energies, darling dear. Now they've what? Lost all of your energies because they can't what? Get their sucker pads on you and harvest your good. You reined it in, darling dears. And it's bad news for them. Good God. And it's justice. This is also a divorce. This is what? Possibly even going to court. A legal situation, but this is the balancing out. A season of resolution for you, Divine Feminine, where you speak your truth. Even when your voice was shaking, you are no longer taking on emotional tampons that want to be right up in your crevice, mate, so they can what? Get to your psychological password. No more one more round, Julie, with you. Your hairline is very important. Them edges, blood. Libra energy, dropping the burden and nothing but progress. A new car. Spiritually guided, spiritually protected. This is progress and success. You think, or you thunk that you ain't doing great, darling dears. But look at your life. Look at the peace you have. Look at the spiritual downloads you've been getting. Look at the steps you've been making that haven't been interrupted by the feeble-minded. Those that wanted your what? Your barbecue to be mildew. Moving forward at a hot trot, never backwards, in the words of Abraham Lincoln. You've understood it doesn't matter what they call you, it's what you answer to. And you use what Eleanor Roosevelt said. Yes, they're going to criticize. This is why you go so far you can't hear them, darling dear. And you did it like a boss. Posh, clap, split the deck. This is about you no longer taking the short stick, darling dear. You're not having it. Those temporary toxic situations. It took a lot of strength for you to turn your back, especially where your emotionals were concerned. You weren't expecting to have a little house on the prairie kind of a life, how Laura Ingalls was with her siblings. No, you just wanted what? Plain kindness. But there was no kindness there. There never was. If you had older siblings, and even younger siblings, they were always skullduggerous. But yet, you go on. In the words of Celine Dion, posh, clap. And if I was you, I'd want to be jealous too. Come through, Megan Trainor, posh, clap. You turned your pain into pentacles and your hurt into hustle. And you're still hustling now. But Divine wants you to what? Pay attention to your intuition, darling dear, because the curtain is about to open on some other things that you didn't see. And all of this is because of what's going on in Mercury retrograde. It's currently in Gemini. Gemini is the house of communication and information, darling dear. I believe that Gemini is also the house of what? Siblings. So it's a sibling. I told you, siblings, blood. Siblings, merchants of slander. Jeremiah 9:40. A friend, right? No, a sibling will cheat on you, will lie on you, all because they're what? Jelly bogey and a mouth breather to boot. But a friend, A friend who isn't you've earmarked as a fakeazoid, they will become a merchant of slander. You're winning, divine feminine. You're winning, and they're having to watch your rise of the big cat. And it's justice. Bringing balance back into your life. Getting what you truly deserve. Stable relationships. Right? Your confidence, darling dear. Celebrate yourself for what you've been through, darling dear. What you've overcome, divine feminine. What they tried to do to you. Look, they tried to take your power. But there is no higher court than the truth roof. Boundaries, darling dear, that have been put in place. This is the Eight of Swords. Your new beginning is protected by your ancestral team, your angels, your way shows, your spiritual guides. All have been what? Dispatched by the Most High, Father God, Mother Isis, when you chose to live in your North Node. Love it. All surrounded by what? The solar, the sacral chakra, darling dears. You're getting your sexy back. Yes! This is the awakening of your impassioned creative abilities. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Look, you got a big pentacale on this Ace of Swords. Multiple streams of income. Try to take your power. And I picked it up in the upright, so this must mean that heavy is the head that wears the crown. You have the power, darling dears. I don't care if that eye of Sauron is on you. I don't care if that wicked tongue is on you. Everything they do is on them. What you went through, they're going through it now, darling dear. With this what? Reversed high priestess, the professional mistress. They're in union with what? A Jezebel spirit. Well, that's their business, blood. They're going through adversity, tragedy, and hardships. Nothing to do with you. All because they chose Shakira Hibbs. Your eyes will lie to you. And your ass will pay for that lie. Don't get smoked, divine feminine. Where are we at the 57? Listen, no weapon formed against you is prospering, and that's 2 broken elastics. What's that the number of? That's right, my dear big cat. The high priestess. Yeah. And the empress. And you have a king of pentacles. The king of pentacles is someone who's loyal. A family person. A protector and a provider. But it'll be even Stevens. Because you've got your own, darling dear. This person may have more. Because it also speaks about a rich partner. Next to the 3 of pentacles. Working together. As I said, it could be a benefactor, a business partner, a new friendship. What else does the divine feminine need to know before we push off to get great? One fell swoop, darling dear. The tables turned. What's this? We already said the Gemini energy. I was just talking about that. The 3rd house, darling dear. So it's definitely siblings have got it in for you. And it's feminine ones because it's been the feminine energies all the way through. So why are they mad? It also speaks about some of you will be what? Breaking out for a short journey. And it also speaks about neighbors. Some of you are living next to spell casting neighbors, darling dear. You'll be surprised. Well, guess what? Venus Friday. Get into your spiritual bath and return it to sender with the element of water. Gemini's move through is ruled by Mercury. Okay. And Mercury is about what? Your intellect and your logic, darling dear. This is about you what? Changing your perception of a situation. And Mercury is both masculine and feminine energy. Yes, baby. You've got a bitter Betty and a bitter Benjamin. Not happy with what you've co-created. So it could be brothers and sisters, right? Ex-partners, because listen, the gossip, the mocha is hot, right? Ex-partner, because we saw the justice card, ending of a marriage. Yes, it was convenient for them. Until you realize what exactly you was getting, the short end of the stick. right? Generational curse. What did I say? Overcoming it, right? You overcame it with your discernment and your intuition, darling dear. This and that. Posh, clap, and a fist bump. Tally ho, keep going. I didn't say tally the hoes. I said tally ho. That's a hunting cry for when they go fox hunting in the UK. I've never hunted. Never done it. Never. Something about your progeny, darling dear. When someone's progeny is tied up in a situation where they feel that there's no way out, you need to speak to them. We've also got the reaping what you sow. What they did to you, darling dear, but is about your progeny. If they have what? Not used their discernment with your progeny, darling dear, they're going to reap what they sowed in that situation, which is defeat. Can't make it up. Third house. It also speaks about defeated with the communication they're giving out, because I tell you, they're speaking about the ill you divine feminine. You don't live at that address anymore, because your deportment and what you've got going on belies everything they're saying out of their lying tongue. This little finger. What about this generational curse? Tell us. Tell us. Thank you. We've got the 9th house, Sagittarius, which is weaponized, darling dear. Oh my God. Right? Sagittarius is ruled by whom? That's right, darling dear. It's Jupiter. Your abundance and your growth. When you protected thyself from the skullduggerous and the generational curse of it all, you bent the matrix. This is why you're gifted with the badass alchemist ways. This is why it's very important to focus only on what you want to grow, because your attention, your thoughts carry energy and power. This also speaks about what? Some of you are getting more philosophical these days. You're leaning into your religion or your spirituality. It also speaks about the law. I told you it's going in your favor. It speaks about winning a legal case. And it could be around what? A family matter. An inheritance. It's about your beliefs and the culture that you're creating, darling dear, and the expansion that you're being gifted with. It also speaks about foreign country. I said someone's going to be traveling. And it's going to be in pronto travel. Why? Because it's going to be pennies from heaven, blood. Something's coming towards you that is going to change up your situation. Get your passports ready, darling dear. You're about to fly out. You're a flying cat. What's this? Under the discernment and the intuition, you've got your ancestral team, darling dear. You was never alone. This is your guardian angels that brought moderation into your life. Some of you was drinking, drugging it up, giving yourself cognitive dissonance in the situation. This is about clear thinking and realizing that what? It's all about the journey, darling dears, not the destination. This is how we are able to what? Reflect back to the Most High. Us as individuals, so that we can learn the lesson of loving thyself and leading with love and understanding when to cut that shit off, mate, especially when it's being taken advantage of, when you've been turned into what? A psychological tampon. Yeah. What they directed it. Didn't you see it? The evil just fell on it. I told you. Whomsoever set up that altar, lit that candle, paid money, right, for your downfall. What did it do? It gave you life. You live. And it's been circumvented by your ancestral team. I told you, they're dragging them, blood. They're being dragged. And they're getting what they did for you, and they're feeling as though they have no way out. This is why you're going to be getting beacons for help. Don't listen, darling dears. Easter Island, Stevie Wonder. They're a sorry sight right about now. They've seen better days, these tedious fools. Soft, dull-eyed fools. No way out of what? Oh, grounding, darling, dear. All being grounded. And they're stalking, darling, dear. They're going to be watching you forever. They're watching you become stable. They're seeing that you're spiritually balanced. This is about moderation, saving. They're reaping what they sowed in a situation. And again, I'm looking at the progeny. They're getting the short end of the stick. But you must trust in the universe. In the case of your progeny, darling dears. Trust in the universe. One final card on the reaping what they sowed. That's a lot of cards. But what fell on the generational curse? Mask off, darling dear. You see and you understand divine feminine. You can't be around certain energies. Those energies will bring you back to bottom feeding thinking. Keep you stuck on a rinse and repeat. And you don't wear a mask. You know who the narcs are and where they lie. You use your intuition and your discernment in every situation. There is always a way out. Base of the deck. Because you're making the right decisions. Trusting in the universe. Right. Do we have any final card? Yeah. We're going to go to my FP. What's going on over there, Scotty? Going over into my FP555 Oracle Intel deck. If you'd like to purchase it, follow the link in the description box below. It's 2 different decks, and I mix them together because no one's going to check me boo. Hey! Right. Final messages for Divine Feminine. You got the whip, darling dear. Family issues, it's family people, and they're stalking you. This, your family, right? The evil, wicked ones, right? The legion, the horde. They're watching you, mate. The same ones that would never bend their mouth to congratulate you or invest any real time, right? Once they saw you was living a Jera kind of a life, a Wheel of Fortune kind of a life that you co-created by the sweat of your proverbial balls. Base of the deck, darling dear. You came from the ashes, baby. And we see a 13 for the death and rebirth of you. You'll never be the same cat again. What else? Look what fell right next to the family issues. Jealousy, envy, and hate. Yeah? Right? Pracalan, Pracalisha. Narcissist. Right? An animal in a kitten or Cuban heel. Yeah? Skullduggery and subterfuge and bull swanky blood. Yes, but it's a tower moment. What they wanted for you. All of the spellcast stations, the telling of your intimate secrets, right? Putting you in situations, right, that left you feeling alone, making you the black sheep, the butt of all jokes. They're getting it now. I told you. Sometimes it's not for your eyes to see or your ears to hear. Don't get smoked. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon. Please hit the thumbs up button, darling dears. Like, subscribe, and share so you'll be notified when I'm coming through. Hit the bell. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat.